You're listening to a Cup of Resilience podcast with Tamiko Drummond. Real topics, real people, real solutions.
Hello, everyone. Guess what? It is a Cup of Resilience time. My name is Tamiko Drummond, and I'm known as the brand success coach. All right. Hello, everyone. Hello. We are back. Welcome to a Cup of Resilience podcast. My name is Tamiko Drummond, known as the brand success coach. Once you choose us, they will never stop talking about you. I am super excited. I have the guru, Dr. Deborah Johnson Blake, in the building. She is going to talk to us about, oh my God, managing time. She's a time management guru. Hold up, wait. I have this long list of her bio. She's so amazing that this list is so long, but I'm just going to highlight just a few for you. Okay, let me know if I'm wrong, Doctor. Professor. Okay. Professor, right? Okay, now she's also, just like myself, she's in the who's who in Black Atlanta. Is that correct?
That is correct.
That is correct. Multiple publications have her information. And she's just doing the darn thing. Oh my God. Also, international author, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
Of multiple books. And I'm going to have her come in. What else? Let's see. She's on different boards, chambers, Chamber of Commerce, Diplomat of the Year. Okay, Georgia Continuing Education Association, Exemplar Contribution Service Award, Junior League. My God, y'all, listen. I have Dr. DJ in the building. Dr. DJ, welcome. Thank you so much for being here with us. Please let the people know about yourself.
Thank you so much Tamiko for having me. Speaking of time management, just time management in general, trying to keep up with everything that we do can be frustrating. But yes, hello. I am Dr. Deborah Johnson Blake, but you can also call me Dr. DJ, and I'm known as the Time Management Diva. My business is the writing pad, where I kind of make you sound smarter than a fifth grader with a little wordsmithing in your professional bio. Also do training and development. And the one thing that I'm most proud of that I'm representing this year is I'm the 2021 American Businesswoman of the American Businesswomen's Association, which is a national recognition. So I'm humbled and excited to represent the organization in that manner.
Yes. Listen, drop the mic. What? Yes, that is awesome. What an accomplishment. Okay, y'all. So I know you told him a little bit about the writing pad. So why the writing pad? That's the name of your business. Why did you create it?
So I initially created the writing pad when I was working on my dissertation. I actually was doing pretty well with that process, which is daunting and very, very hard. But my dissertation chair suggested that I help other students because I was doing so well and didn't need as much guidance. But, I was doing a lot of reading and everything back then as well. So that's how I started. And I started working with doctoral candidates and helping them understand the process, the writing style, and, just get through this journey, which is not like no other journey that you've done from an academic perspective. Right. So that's how I started the writing pad, probably about 2009.
Okay. All right. Yes. So tell me about time management. So I know you have a top-selling book. You have multiple books. You are an author. But about time management, how did you become the time management? I've been calling you the time management guru, but you said the time management diva. Let me get that correct. So what made you decide to write about this, and what makes you the time management diva?
It's interesting. We all have time management challenges, and mine started early on in my career in the early 90s. Most people don't even know this about me. I used to work in the legal field, and I was a legal assistant.
Wow.
And one day, I forgot to file a claim. We was on that last day on that claim for an accident claim, and I didn't file it. And guess what? the insurance company called
Oh,
and said, "What's going on? You failed to file a legal complaint within that 2 year 2 year statutations." And
wow.
of course, my heart dropped, when I'm talking to my attorney. And even though I was always about time management, about being the most productive, that just hurt me to my heart,
Of
because
course.
I didn't want any repercussions to come to the firm or the attorney. So that's how it all really, really, really started. And as you know, time management is critical to planning a productive day. So
Mhm.
once I got through that issue, and that mistake kind of haunt me for years, I eventually went on to earn my master's of public administration and my doctor of management and organizational leadership, and presented my thesis and my dissertation proposal on the impact time management has on organizational success and leadership.
Wow.
So what I do now, from that conflict years ago, now
Mhm.
I help leaders, entrepreneurs, organizations, and people learn effective time management strategies to
Nice.
be more productive and efficient.
Whew.
I know.
We know that there are challenges with time management. So tell us some of that's an amazing story, by the way. Tell
Thank
us
you.
some of the challenges that you've seen with people who ineffectively manage their time. So what are some of the challenges for organizations, individuals, etc.?
And there's several challenges, and it's not that people don't want to manage their time effectively. Sometimes they don't have the tools to help them, right? Or even if they know the tools, they don't implement them.
Right.
So one thing is failing to keep a to-do list. To-do lists help us manage our days, our weeks, our months, our year. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep everything in our mind like my husband think he can sometimes. Can't do that. You got to have a to-do list, whether it's physical, whether it's digital, however that is, have something down on paper so you know what your next steps are, and figuring out what your priorities are as well.
Right.
Another thing is not setting goals.
Mm.
Or if you're setting goals, you're not setting them the smart way. You know what I mean? Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. You're not setting it that way. I would say a third issue is not prioritizing. We're running all around. We don't know what we're doing. We know we
Right.
have all these tasks to do, but how are we going to get it done? Well, you have to prioritize first by importance. And of course, time when it's due. So that's another issue that we fail to do. And then that one thing that bugs us all are those what? Distractions.
Mm.
We're always getting distracted, inundated with distractions every single day, whether it's family, friends, coworkers, So kind of managing that too and turning everything off and doing what you need to do to stay focused. And last, I guess I would say procrastination. We procrastinate, right? We
Right.
figure, oh, it's going to be so hard. Oh, I don't know how to handle this big project. Well, it's just one bite at a time. You take
Right.
a big project and put it into small, little, achievable projects so you can check it off, check it off, check it off. And before you know it, you've completed that big, big task. But we just have to do it. Sometimes it doesn't take long to complete some of those tasks on our list once we get started. So, oh, this was easy. This was easy.
Right.
So, yes.
Nice. So we have shout out to Sean Xavier Smith. Thank you so much for watching.
Hey,
Um,
hey.
listen, so I know that these do you believe that people have been more affected by time not being able to manage their time effectively working from home now? We've all kind of had to pivot, right? Do you think it's worse working from home with the distractions, etc., or what? What are you finding?
Well, what I'm finding is it all depends on the environment, type of environment that you have at home. I know everybody may not have a home office and have the luxury of closing a door. You're in open space. So, yes, it definitely has been challenging for parents and leaders over this last, over the year and a half. But some of the suggestions that I've given my clients that who might can't have a sign on their door.
Right.
Right now, I have
Do
a
not
sign.
disturb.
I have a sign on my door. So I have it's do not disturb on one side if I'm recording one of my time management tips. But on the other side, it says in a meeting, recording, please read.
Right.
And it took a while for my family to get me to that, but they don't even knock on the door now. And when they do, I'm ignoring it.
Right. You know, what's funny is that I had a friend come from Seattle, and she brought her son, and he was like special needs. And I'm like, I have a coaching call, right? So my expectation is you're going to, just keep your child where they need to be so I can do what I need to do. And so I'm in the middle of my coaching call we're getting into deep conversations. And then I just see something in my, in my peripheral. And I'm like, oh God, oh Lord, no. Right. And then it's like, hi, what you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm on a coaching call. Where's your mom? You like really?
Yes. You almost have to have a conversation with the family, even though you may have a 2 or 3-year-old toddler. Mommy's busy right now. When I get finished, I am going to do X, Y, and Z with you. Give them something to look forward to. And if you are in an open space, like so many people have, you got to partition and kind of hide that off, especially when you're on a call. If you need to put a board out that says, I'm on a call, do not disturb again, because sometimes children don't understand that, and that's okay. And I think all of us have gotten lax with that because we understand, the challenges of trying to run your business or, work for an organization and still work remotely. And you got all these, distractions in the background. So, if you don't have your own office, just put up a partition, put up big signs to let them know, but you got to have that conversation on the front end.
Right.
So they'll know.
So what are some other tips that you can tell? I don't know. How many tips do you have? Kind of let the people know. These are the time management tips for you to effectively manage your time and get better results.
Yes. And I do have a lot of tips, but what I want to say to the audience is really to be more effective, you really have to develop a time management plan. And developing a time management plan, of course, can be challenging and it takes time. But the one thing that I encourage leaders to do is do a time audit. Sometimes we overestimate or underestimate how long it takes to do a particular task, whether it's a recurring task, whether it's a task that you do, weekly, quarterly, monthly. You have to know how long it takes to manage your time for that day or for that week. So if you have to do a weekly report and it might take 30 minutes or an hour, or you think it takes 30 minutes or an hour, depending on what you have to compile, it really takes 2 hours. So therefore, you're thinking an hour, but it takes 2 hours. So you're going into the 2-hour mark and you have other tasks on your desk or other people depending on you. But because this report is important, of course, you're going to continue to do it. And now you've let some of your colleagues down. So really taking an audit. So when you start working on your report, for instance, put the timer on and literally do everything that you would do. Don't rush through it. Do whatever pace that you work. You do it in that pace. And then once you end, stop the timer and say, okay, this is, 90 minutes or this is 2 hours. And then okay, writing my weekly reports takes 2 hours. So that's 2 hours of your 8-hour day. And my air quotes, 8-hour days, because we know a lot of times you work more than that. That's one tip. But then once you do all of that and figure out it takes 2 hours, then, and this is for all of your prioritized tasks, okay? You would do this for each task that you do. Yes, tasks come up unexpectedly, and of course you manage that accordingly throughout your day. But secondly, now you have to, when you're looking at all your tasks, you got to prioritize. I mentioned that earlier. Prioritizing is very important. That's something that we don't do as often as we would like to stay on track. And then even when you're prioritizing, guess what? Probably about 2 to 5 things on that list don't need to be on your list because you're going to delegate it out. Or you can scratch it off. Is it even a priority? Is it even important? Who should be doing that?
Let me ask. So for one, you're talking about doing a sort of like a time audit, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Time management audit, just to see how long something takes you. So
Right.
I don't know about you, but what happens to those people who are like, okay, so they're checking emails, but then they're on a phone call, or so when you're multitasking, can you effectively have a good time audit, or how do you for someone how do you sit still and just focus on this one thing to know how long it actually takes you?
Well, if you're really serious about being more efficient and productive, you will sit down, or you will hire somebody like me who's going to hold you accountable, period, point blank. However, when it comes to multitasking, yes, we all do it. Yeah, I might talk, let's say something personal. I might talk on the phone and wash dishes, right? That's easy. That's easy to do. That's kind of a no-brainer. But usually in our businesses and in the corporate America, it's challenging to multitask. Really, some scholars say that there is no multitasking. It's not, because our focus is spread around on so many topics and things to do that we don't get anything done. So the best thing to do is to focus on the one thing. Focus on it, complete it, do it, move on to the next task.
Did y'all hear that? For the people in the back, did y'all hear that? Okay, so stop requiring people to multitask, because guess what? They're not doing it effectively. There is no way. Thank you, Dr. DJ.
You're welcome.
So what are some of the other tips? Thanks for answering that.
You are welcome. So, for me, my trusty cell phone is my assistant. If I don't have a VA working with me or somebody who's doing an internship, my phone. Keep your phone handy. Or if you just have a planner. We know we got old school folks who like to write down everything, right? But I'm not old school. I use this. So apps, and more apps help me stay on focus. And so even if you can see some of my apps, they're organized in this page right here is my main page. I have a lot of apps, but this is my main page. So if you can't do it on your own, utilize the existing technology that you have. You don't have to go out and buy anything. Yes, some apps may have a nominal fee, but it's worth it if it's going to keep you on task. So one of the I'm gonna look from the productivity perspective. So from the productivity perspective, I don't know about you guys. A lot of times I'm in the middle of working on a project. Then I realize I need to scan something quickly. My printer is down over here. And what am I going to do? I'm going to use Jot Not Pro. And I'm going to scan it, take a picture. It turns it to a PDF. Boom. And I'm going to email it to my colleague, my client. Yes, in a minute. So that's a good tip to keep on your phone.
Wow. Because that happens all the time. I've had where, okay, I need to print something. Then all of a sudden, printer's like, printer out of whatever. I'm like, no, you have paper.
Yes. What are you doing? And that's because you're rushing. And then everything breaks down because we don't allow enough time for incidents like that to happen. But when you're in that pitch, Jot Not Pro. And I think they may have a free version and then a paid version, but it's worth every penny. And that has helped me over the years.
Nice.
Another tip I like to give, especially if you are in board meetings, committee meetings, is Otter, OTTER. It's an app that records what's going on in the room, but not only does it record, it actually transcribes. Now, the transcription may not be perfect, but it's better
not perfect. It is not perfect.
It's better than going back. Depending on how clearly the people in the room speak, that'll make it easier. But it's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Let's say, for instance, you have a business plan that you've written years ago, but you can't find the digital version of it, right? So
Right.
all you do is talking to Otter, talk it out, and now you got your text, and then you go back and reformat and change for
Right.
what you need today. So
Yeah.
that's what, apps are, some of the best tools that can help people be more time efficient and productive.
Yeah, I like Otter. Yeah, so
Yeah.
people learn two apps, Jot Not Pro and Otter. All right. Thank you, Dr. PJ. Woo.
Welcome.
I hope y'all taking notes. Are you taking notes? Okay.
And so if I think of I'm trying to think of something else that would be the most beneficial for the listening audience. And I said about multitasking, because that's one thing I like to always bring up.
Right.
Um, Kind of being, just using technology again, not only those apps, but technology in general. So even if I need to, I don't know if y'all use Alexa, Google, all of that around your house, having some of those smart features. Those are
Right.
the best thing. Time saving. I'm talking about time. Now I'm talking about time saving.
Right.
Simple tips that while 30 seconds or a minute does not seem like a lot, but they add up in the day. So instead of me
Exactly.
trying to research, something about, I don't know, writing in a crisis, I
Right.
just ask Alexa or Google, and that saves me, 30 seconds to a minute.
Right.
Things like that. You have to kind of be creative when you, and look at, and Alexa is talking to me right now. I don't know if you can hear because I said her name.
Well, you know what's interesting about Alexa? I love Alexa better than Siri because sometimes I'm in the house and if I'm playing music on the television, I'll press the button and I'll say, "Hey Siri, do da 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 da," and then she'll Alexa will answer to Siri. She'll still do what I say. If I do that to Siri, sometimes I'd be like, "Hey Siri," and Siri is not studying me. Okay, so Siri
Right.
has an attitude problem, but Alexa does not. So I love Alexa.
Absolutely. So yeah, those resources are very, very good. And then another thing is creating a schedule for your day. Like again, I say people keep it up here, but just like the to-do list, you have to know what your schedule is too, even if it's
Right.
written. And that's from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Everything that you're going to do, how long it takes, what's the priority.
Right.
All of that will help you be more efficient. And last, I would like to say knowing your energy level is very, very important. I don't know if you've ever thought about this or the listening audience, but if you are a high energy person like me, like Tamika, hey,
Right.
I know where I got my energy in the morning, you
Right.
know, 5, 6 a.m. I'm up, I'm working. Okay. And I'm working till, afternoon, even if I take breaks in between, but I
Right.
don't like to work at night, like after 7,
Mhm.
6. I'm doing that, that work that doesn't require a lot of energy. But for my
Right.
focus work, you do that at your high energy. If your high energy is 3 o'clock in the afternoon,
Right.
3 to 5, then do it. Do your most prioritize work right then. So whenever that is, and I know you work for others, and sometimes you can't do that, and you just got
Yeah.
to work through. But
No,
focus, yeah,
that is
focus on that focus work when you have your energy, whenever that is. So if you
that
have
is
some
so
flexibility, that's great.
right. That is so important. And so I'm a morning and a night person, but when people are wanting a lot of brain power from me and it's like 9, 10 o'clock at night, I'm like, I know you're not asking me about marketing tips and something like right now. Like, who no? Like
Well,
I
Tamika, you
can't.
just brought up another good point is knowing when to shut off, whether
Right.
you work
Right.
for yourself or work for someone else. And I know working for yourself is a 24-hour thing, but you still have to have some boundaries.
Yes.
Boundaries for yourself. It doesn't matter if you have a family or not. And people who know your personal background, if they know you don't have a family, sometimes they tend to take advantage of that. But that
Do
doesn't matter.
you hear that? from Dr. DJ. Yeah, y'all need to stop, okay? Yes. Yes, I'm an empty nester, but
you still want time for yourself. You still have things that you want to do.
So
at 9 o'clock and you get a text or you get an email, you don't answer it.
Yeah, oh my God, I used to be so bad. Every time my phone would ding, now I cut it off. I put it on do not disturb because just the ding is now I'm like, let me look at it's like, no, I have to shut it down. You're right. You have to set those boundaries.
You have to set those boundaries. And you know what? I don't have notifications sound. First of all, it annoys me. So I've never done that too much, even on my computer. Wow. I have to consciously look at my email. I mean, yes, I have my main email open, but I don't have those sounds because that is a distraction.
It is, yes.
So it's not on my phone. My phone rings, yes, but no emails, no texts. I don't get all of that. And that keeps me more focused as well. Even if you want to do it temporarily, you could just turn off the notifications on your mobile device and your desktop. Your desktop has, several things that can help you to be more focused and productive. And that's one of them, turning off those notifications, even if it's for a limited amount of time.
Right. Listen, these were some great tips, y'all. This was some great tips. Thank you, Dr. DJ. Listen, what are you up to now? Like, what's going on with you?
Well, of course, I'm, representing the American Business Women Association. So I'm speaking across the country virtually, and I absolutely love it and getting to know my ABWA sisters. Thinking about another book, still on time management, but maybe just, different strategies and things that still can help continue to put people at the point that they want to be at, achieving their goals, making sure they do that. And time management is a part of that. I'll continue to do speaking engagements and workshops and time management, presentations and things of that nature. And then, of course, continuing to volunteer in my community, serve in leadership positions with various organizations. And then, of course, coaching and mentoring emerging female leaders and clients in general. It's just not females. I say that because I am a female, so I would like to support us.
Exactly.
I have clients, both men and women, but I'm excited about their journey ahead and just, happy to be here.
This is exciting. Listen, y'all, what I didn't say is how I know Dr. DJ. So several months ago, we were a part of this, what was it? Kind of like a boot camp.
Professional development boot camp.
Yeah, professional development boot camp. And I've always wanted to have her on my podcast because she's super amazing. As you can see, she is super awesome. So if y'all need some time management tips in your organization, personally, definitely reach out to her. And guess what? I'm actually going to give away one of her best-selling time management books. Okay. Woo! But yeah, you all have to follow Dr. DJ and she'll let me know. And you actually have to follow my page as well. So at A Cup of Resilience, and I need you to DM me and say, hey, I follow Dr. DJ and I want to be in on the book. Okay. You want to get a free copy of the book? I might give away too. So let me know and then I'll do a drawing. Okay. So that's the goal. So go ahead and follow Dr. DJ and certainly follow me on IG at A Cup of Resilience. And let's see, Dr. DJ, how do they contact you? How do they follow you?
So you can follow me at D Johnson Blake on all social media platforms. D Johnson Blake, no hyphen. Or you can go to meetdrdj.com or deborahjohnsonblake.com. But as far as social media, D Johnson Blake. And you know what I do, Tamiko? If you're going to give away two, I'm going to throw one in there too. How about three?
Okay, 3 books.
Yes.
3 books we're going to give away.
I appreciate that.
Yes. So I'm going to get the books and I certainly want you all to DM me. So you're going to follow Dr. DJ at D Johnson Blake and then follow A Cup of Resilience on IG. and then DM me on there and say, hey, I follow Dr. DJ. I'm in the drawing for my book, okay, on time management. We have the time management. I call her guru, but she said Diva in the building, okay? #1 selling book. So please, we're here to support everyone. You know, that's what A Cup of Resilience is all about. And you heard her story of how she became the time management diva, her struggle before with time management and how she fixed that. And now she's helping other people. So by all means, like I said, follow her, follow me on at A Cup of Resilience. And certainly we're giving away 3 books. 3 books. Sean said he's done it. Thank you, Sean. Okay, Sean's in the drawing, of course. All right. So, well, Dr. DJ, thank you so much for being on. I truly appreciate having you. I'm glad to that you actually said yes and are here. So I truly appreciate you. And again, thanks for throwing in a book. I'm getting 2. So we have 3 books that we're giving away. So go ahead and y'all gonna have her top time management secrets book. So to be entered into the drawing, by all means, go ahead and follow her and follow me. Okay. So
thank you so much, Tomiko, for having me on. You are the absolute #1 brand success coach that I know. I appreciate all that you have done for me in the past as well. So thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. Listen, y'all better connect to Dr. DJ. And if you want to be in the drawing for the book, okay, the 3 books we are giving away. This is on her. I got 2 copies. She's thrown in another one. So go ahead in the drawing. So follow her. Just said that again, Dr. DJ. Where do they follow you?
D. Johnson Blake.
Okay.
Media.
D. Johnson Blake. And then you're going to follow me at A Cup of Resilience on IG. DM me and let me know that you've done it. Okay. And we're giving away 3 books. So that means 3 individuals will get a free copy of the book. All right. All right. This is super excited. Thank you so much again, Dr. DJ. Thank you for all those awesome tips. If y'all didn't hear about those apps, you're going to listen to the replay because, whoo, okay. So again, my name is Tomiko Drummond with A Cup of Resilience. I'm the host. I am your brand success coach. And that's it. Until next time, see you soon. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to A Cup of Resilience. Follow, like, share at A Cup of Resilience. At A Cup of Resilience.
My name is Tomiko Drummond, and I'm known as the brand success coach. Once you choose us, they will never stop talking about you.